Happy Soul Sunday. It's Sarah Jane from Access Your True Nature, and this is Winston, my little blind boy, who is joining us for a little message today from a very special host that I had Hi Suzanne, good to see you here. Yeah, I had a really profound message from a very special host called Pegasus, who left his body. Hi Jody, left his body yesterday, and it was interesting because I had got a visitation from him a couple of nights before. He was a host that I had the privilege of working with. He was rescued from a very abusive place and given a dream life with a herd, with some very special clients of mine, who really gave him the opportunity to be part of a horse herd, a collective consciousness of second chances. And I know it's a really gloomy subject, so let me know what you're afraid of. Hi Cecilia, nice to see you here. But really just so pertinent is that he came to me in this dream after I'd done a join-up with him, which is, for some of you that don't know, is a place of trust-based equus that really is amazing for people and animals to really come back to their hearts, and horses have such a huge heart that they do. You can't but return to love when you're around horses. And he came to speak to me a couple of nights ago. I didn't know that he was sick. His humans didn't know that he'd actually had some cancer going on for a while, until it was too late as far as us humans who want to fix and change everything is. And I just had this beautiful visit from him where he told me that he was going to leave his body, and he was flying off on his Pegasus wings with his incredible human on his back. And it was just, he kept saying everything is all right. Everything is exactly as it needs to be, and it was just a very beautiful place of ceremony where not only did I get to honor his life, but he was in honoring of the people that had given him this beautiful second chance. And I wanted to talk a little bit about dropping balls. You know, it's so interesting. I get to work with incredibly strong, brave women all over the world who are really feeling like they're holding back, that they're not living into the greatness of who they came here to be, but they feel trapped in how to get out of that. And I don't know if you can relate to that feeling. I know I certainly have. And it was so interesting because one of my clients today was saying, oh my God, I've dropped the ball again. And she was just running from complete fight, flight, survival mechanism, instead of actually recognizing that they weren't her balls to juggle in the first place. And if we weren't juggling balls as this big messy experiment of life, how dull it would be, you know. So we all kind of say we want peace and we want quiet, and we don't want what we want, and we get really stuck in our stories, don't we? Hi Bob, nice to see you, honey. Give me some love, give me some hearts. Thank you for joining me for a little Sunday soul medicine, and post your comments and questions. I know on the thread before this I asked you to fill in the blanks, so I'll ask you to do that anyway. If you're up to play with me today, is even though you're afraid, and fill in the blanks, you love it. Would you be able to own the fear of being afraid of something and love it anyway? So type your even though I'm afraid in the comments below. Give me some love, give me some hearts. Thank you. Because I know because I used to get stuck in that small story a lot of that you know, I don't know who I am or what I want. And the thing is that most of us, when we are in that space, for our nervous system to actually relate, they're the thumbs, you know, to actually own the fear. Your nervous system thinks it's gonna die, right? It thinks that you're gonna kill your body, and you know, it would require the death of our limitation in our small story of what we think we are or what we think we have to be in order to have the happiness or to have the, there you go, thank you Suzanne, I love you too. What was I saying? So I love it, it's really distracting, but thank you for the love, thank you for the heart. So, you know, it's like, where are you creating the death of you rather than the living of you, that we don't have to wake up when it's too late, when we have full-blown cancer, or we have this huge crisis, before we actually start to come back to the heart and live in the presence of, even though this thing is happening, even though I don't know what the next step is, I'm going to love myself from that place, and I'm going to love this feeling of being afraid. Because and that's the funny thing too, it's just like you know, when you start creating something that's different from your standard operating procedure, from your little you, you're going to try, your old self, the story, the small you, is going to try and pull you back to stay in that story, because it's what you know, it's predictable and it's safe, even though it's something that you don't want. And I always laugh when I see people that may be well-intentioned in the transformational industry saying that, you know, you just need to do this and you just have to have that, and then you can have this whole new you. I know, I love that we speak the same language, Susan. But it can cause a lot of damage, you know, because there's a part there in saying that the old you wasn't enough, that the you that was always you, the wise you, the intuitive you, the strong you, the warrior woman in you, the love warrior in you is enough. You know, that you have to somehow give her up or kill her in order to have this new you and reinvent yourself as something that you're not. And I think that's part of the struggle. And I really believe that the way that we can end this misery and this suffering is just to realize that you don't need a new you. You just have to remember who you've always been, and that's here, that's in your heart. And also to acknowledge and recognize in the whole shadow and the light that if you didn't have a shadow, you wouldn't have a body, right? Because if we are that expanded, there is no shadow. Just like the candle, the flame on a candle needs to know that it has a flame as well as the body of a candle. I don't know if I'm making sense, but there's always two of you. There's the one that knows and has always known, and there's the one that is saying that I don't know. But the deeper you go into your body, the easier, and I'm talking about your physical body, the easier it is to let go of your limitation of your story. Winston, you're putting your claws in me. Say hello to the people, because they can feel your energy. It's like it's the you and the not you. It's like it's not that you don't know. It's that there's a part of you that knows, that doesn't want to know, because if you were to identify and name it for what it is, as just the story, then you'd have to give it up. And then the identity crisis is, well, who would I be without my story? Am I making sense? Give me some love. Give me some hearts. Tell me that this is making sense. I never kind of know where these conversations are going, and obviously your input and your conversation makes it a whole lot more interesting and exciting and expansive for me, that I get to learn from what you know. So, you know, if you're saying things like, I don't understand, or I just, you know, I'm not like that, or it's not like that for me, or, you know, I don't feel good enough, or, oh, I'm just too lazy. All those are external examples of the same thing. So I really want to invite you today to come with me and go deeper. There you are. Give me some energy, people. And put your comments in the below, so that we can clear some of the stuff together. So just know that if you have any of those thoughts that running in your monkey mind, they're all external, right? They're all external examples of the same thing. So I want you to go deep down and feel that in your body right now. So tap into one of your I ams, you know, whatever that is for you, whatever's kind of running in your mind right now. Just tap into that and feel it in your body, and notice, where do you feel that? in your body. Go deep down. What's that part saying to you? And if you feel brave enough to share that, I'm too tired. Yeah, that's a beautiful one. So even though I'm tired, or, you know, own that, Cecilia, because that's one that I can totally relate to. You know, I'm too tired to show up. I'm too tired to do this Facebook Live. I'm too whatever. What is your I'm too tired? And I love it. Okay, so I want you to just say that in your head and speak to the part, wherever you're feeling that in your body. And say, I'm too tired and I love it. And notice if that starts to shift the energy for you in your body, and then let me know. Post in the comments below if it changes or if it shifts any. So where do you feel it in your body? Is it a contraction? You know, does it kind of tighten up? Or is it a more expansive energy? And just notice when you say, I'm too tired and I love it. I love being tired. Notice if that changes for you. Is it open or is it closed? You know, where are you feeling, and how does it shift just when you start to pay attention to the part of your body that is tired and you love